This tutorial covers the contractual holdbacks applied to invoices and the approval of these invoices. Note that for the training, I have a project manager access profile. It's possible that you have a different profile, still allowing you to create invoices, but you may not necessarily see all the same menus as what's displayed on my screen. Contractual holdbacks are generally entered as soon as the purchase order is created. They can, however, be added in the payment request or when the invoice is created. Let's access an invoice created in a previous video, which is still in received status, so not yet approved. From the execution menu, select Invoice and the desired invoice. If the contractual holdback is not already entered, you can enter the percentage to be deducted from the invoice or change the existing percentage. The amount is calculated automatically when the invoice amounts are entered. When you enter a contractual holdback, this holdback is applied to the component amount, which we find in this section here, so associated with the purchase order, and to the amount entered in the contractual changes section. That is the amount associated with the change order. In these two sections, the amount displayed represents the actual amount according to the progress entered. To see the amount actually payable, including the contractual holdback, open the synthesis section. The invoice amount is the sum of the amount detailed in the component and contractual change section. The payable amount is the result of the invoice amount minus the contractual holdback. That is what will actually be paid to the supplier for this invoice. The amount left to bill is the total purchase order amount minus the amount payable on this invoice and all previous invoices related to this purchase order. Contractual holdbacks of this invoice and the previous ones are therefore included in this amount. This means that when the purchase order amount is fully invoiced, if a contractual holdback percentage has been entered on the invoices, the amount remaining to be invoiced will show the total amount of contractual holdbacks related to this purchase order. We'll look at how to release contractual holdbacks in another video. When all elements of the invoice have been completed, it can now be approved. If an approval chain has been configured at purchase order level, click Send for approval. An email and notification will be sent to the person responsible for approval. And if your ID permission allow, you will also see a new approval chain section where you can follow the progress of the approval. A line indicates the status of the approval as well as all the approvers who will have to accept or reject the invoice. So in our case, there's only one approver, so we can see it here and we can see it. We are still waiting for the approval. If no approval chain has been configured, simply click on the Approve button and the status will automatically change to Accepted. This concludes this tutorial, and I invite you to review videos 2.4.1 and 2.4.2 about invoice creation if necessary. The wiki article, Contractual and Internal Holdback, will help you understand how holdbacks work in ID. So see you in the next video of Module 2, 4.4, Payment of Contractual Holdback.